Everybody wants to know your opinion on this. Where do you stand on crypto today? Are you still bullish?
Yeah. So any new technology, I don't care what it is, and I've been involved with a lot of new technologies, disruptive technologies. I could take you back to the early days of streaming when we were the very first commercial streaming company, and right off the bat, it was hard to use. You know, if you think back to 1995 and you wanted to stream just audio, you had to have a subscription with an internet service provider. Then to make that work, you had to download a client which had a TCP/IP client. Then you had to download a streaming audio client, you know, and you had to have the right kind of modem. There were all these pieces that had to fit together. It was complicated. And so the uptake was big for sports fans and, you know, big news junkies, and everybody else were like, dude, you're an idiot. I'll just turn on my TV. You know, I'll just turn on the radio. What the hell do I have to go through all that hassle to just listen to a sporting event? And we reached that initial stage, and then all of a sudden it got a little bit boring, right? Because you had to wait for the new applications to come along. You know, we started, you know, streaming audio in 1995. When we did video, it was 1998, you know, and even then it was only postage stamp size. And it was only, you know, in 2012, let's say 2013, 14, almost 20 years later, where people looked at streaming like, okay, it's normal, right? You just click on Netflix and it just streams, and you don't have to do anything else. Well, with crypto, it's very analogous to that. We're in the early hassle phases. Now, the very earliest of crypto, you know, however you want to decide the beginning with Bitcoin or whatever, has been around 12 years. But in terms of applications with smart contracts, that's only 2017 for the most part. And so we're really only 5 years in. So I'm still really bullish on crypto. We had some early wins, just like, you know, streaming audio with sports and news. Now, you know, with crypto, you have DeFi and you have, you know, money transfer and some other applications, but you haven't had any mainstream applications where your mom says, okay, we've got to get a wallet because I have to do A, B, or C. Right? We're waiting for that next round of applications, and there's a lot of people working on them. You know, NFTs for the resale of books. So we take NFTs past the collectible markets to the utility markets. NFTs for refi, which is for and there'll be more and more and more of those applications that bring in, that are more mainstream. But they're not all the way here. They're not truly mainstream yet. And so we're going through that lull. And you saw the same thing with the internet too, right? Until mobile phones came along, from 1995 to 2007 with the iPhone, meh, right? I mean, you had Amazon, you had, you know, you could go shopping and you could stream, but it wasn't like it was just earth-shattering. But once we got it on mobile, then we got the App Store in, what, 2009? And then even remember there, the first apps on the App Store were like, here, look, let me hold my phone like this and it looks like I'm drinking a beer.
Game.
Right? Yeah, it looks like I'm drinking a beer. Just dumb shit. There's no reason why crypto is going to be any different. But the good news is, you know, the investments I'm looking to make are geared towards applications that'll be mainstream and not about, okay, let's create an Instagram for crypto. Let's create a Twitter. Not Me Too type applications. More like, okay, things that take advantage of smart contracts and distributed environment.